Welcome to an Android tutorial from Android Snippets. Today we'll be working on a GridView application. GridView, you can see grid views in your Android application screen where you can see all the icons with its titles and you can start your apps. And sometimes it's useful to import this into an app as a navigation structure. So we will start up a new project and I will get the project screen here. Let's call this one GridView app or something. Doesn't really matter. We can keep all these things basic. Don't want to adjust anything. And here it's coming up. I've already used this name apparently. Okay, rendering issues. Sometimes it's a little bit strange. Okay, let's get going. I want to start out with the layout. In the main layout we want to have a linear layout, and I have everything prepared on a different screen, so you don't have to watch me typing all the time. Well, basically we're going to implement a linear layout with holes and a grid view, which I gave in ID, some width and height properties, number of columns set to 3, column width 100, and the stretch mode column width. So whatever is within, it's able to stretch to the width we specify. You can play around with these numbers, but I'm not going to get into too much detail because I can cover all the scenarios you can think of. And I want to have a second file, which I call single.xml. And within this file, we have a linear layout again, and two views, an image view and a text view. Pretty basic, not too difficult to understand. And again, I encourage you even to experiment with it later on. Next, we need some icons, and I've prepared a few in my Finder window. I can copy these 6 items, paste them in here in my drawable folder. So now we can get coding. We have everything prepared. What we need to do in the first place is to get the properties right. So I want to create an array of icons or images. So I call this icon IDs. And what it's going to hold exactly is quite simple. It's going to hold the IDs from the drawable folder. So Android gives these images a number, and these numbers are integers, of course. So we need to store those, and you will see later why we do this. And I even prepared this. I really hated when there's too much typing, so I just wanted to get over with this as quickly as possible. String. Second thing we need to do is create an exact size of an array with labels. I need to give it a name, of course, labels. And by surprise, I prepared a snippet for that too. You need to bear in mind that the most easy way to do this is to keep the order of your labels the same as in the icon IDs. So if you start with clock, you get the label clock straight after that in the string. So when you mix these up, and you will see later why, we're going to use some variable called position to to iterate, and if these aren't in sync, you will get strange labels or the wrong label at the wrong icon. So, don't want that. So we need to declare a grid view in the onCreate method. And find view ID, of course, r.id, that's grid view. This is why I hate to type live. Okay, you can import these classes with all return, so it will all be added to your import list here. And we will be returning later here to set the adapter. So set the adapter. You will see the word adapter a lot in Android, so get used to it straight away. We create a new class here, and I type this out because I want to show you a few things here. Because icon adapter extends the base adapter. I will give you a few errors, but if we click on it, you will see this red light bulb, and we can implement the adapter methods from the abstract class. So we get a few overridden methods, and we need to declare the context here, which is private. And again, alt return will fix the import issue. Then we create a constructor, and there are a few things you can do in Android Studio, so it will generate a constructor for you. But yeah, too late now. So icon adapter, and we'll receive a context, and context equals will be ctx. Will assign it to the context private variable here. So these functions, I'm not going to use them all, and this one might be useful. Get counts, so you can we have an array icon IDs length. This will return the count of the this array, and in the background, the iterator will loop through the array, and it will make sure that you're not creating more icons than you have created up here. Position, type right, okay, position. Next, what we need here is a view, but we will instantiate this later. A layout inflator, layout inflator, and context, get system service context dot layout inflator source. That's the right one. What this does, in fact, is this is going to inflate the single XML, so we can use this as a layout. In the view, if convert view is null, So this will be the first time we instantiate the other view is a new view, and this one also needs the context. And now we use the inflator. Inflates, and what will it be inflating in our layout? Dot single, and the second parameter will be null. Okay. Now we can use the text view TV text view, and then view dot find or by ID or dot ID dot text view. That's import class. The same we'll be doing for the image view. Image. Let's try one. Okay. Well, this is pretty straightforward, and I think it's quite easy to see what's happening in there. So I've implemented two methods here, and this is basically where it comes down to. You have an image view, we want to set an image resource, so we go to our array and we use the position, which is handled here, to us, so we can use it. And that's it. It's coupled, and the same goes for the set text. Go to the labels as what is the string at the position we're at this point in time. So the iterator will give position an integer value and will return the string at that particular index. And this is where the convert view comes back. So the null needs to be view, of course. And what we need to do next is couple the adapter. So set adapter, new icon adapter. We pass in this as a context. So this refers to the context of the action bar activity we're in at this point in time. And this constructor will fetch it and bind it to the context variable there. Did I forget something? I don't know, I don't think so. Let's run it in the emulator to see whether we're on the right path. Yeah, there you are. Let's get the emulator in on the screen. It worked. As you can see, we can now click on these. We can bind these to a new view later on. I will do this in another video. We can talk about a few options we need to take into account when we do that. So it's not going to fit in this video anymore. Thank you for watching, and hopefully till the next video.